Greetings everybody, TheMechanist here, and today I have more talking points I want to address for League or Project L, 2XKO, and skins. Last time I covered the purpose of skins, which is going to be a completely different feel to the characters you already play. Now I want to talk about the flip side, which is, I guess, quote-unquote, pre-advertising for skins. Basically how the skins itself could be part of an event that makes you want the skin and makes you remember when you got the skin. Kind of. I don't know if that makes sense or not, but I'd love to hear your opinion down below. But with that being said, let's get into the video. And if you like what you hear, consider hitting the like button and impacting the subscribe button. It'll help on the long run. With all that being said, let's get to it. So, for today's video, I have, once again, two champions in mind I'm going to use as examples. One, once again, is Jax, right here. What can I say? Jax has a lot of skins that are going to help me prove my point. Plus, I love playing Jax. The other character we're going to talk about is Gragas, right here. Now, you might be asking, why these two? Well, I know how it used to be in lore, don't know if it is now, but Gragas and Jax here used to be drinking buddies, good friends, and honestly, I thought that was really cool. Kind of fit into the casual nature of Jax and Gragas. So, you might be saying, okay, well that makes sense. Now, I don't know how they're going to release characters, but in my opinion, if they have the ability, they should release 2 at a time, or a team at a time. I mean, as a tag game, makes sense to make the marketing a little bit better to release a team. So, here you go. Team Jax and Gragas, the drinking buddy, rabble-rousing, like to get into fights for all the right and wrong reasons. Now, you might be saying, okay, well that makes sense, here comes the trailer, here's Jax, and who's helping out Jax? His buddy Gragas. Watch him put the smackdown on you. But then you might be saying, okay, well what does this have to do with skins? And I'll tell you, they both share a skin set that's not in it is an official set, but it's not an event set. I'll explain that probably later on in this video. What I mean is, they have Vandal skins, which I'm going to put up on right now. Vandal Jax, looks cool. Vandal Gragas, also looks cool in my opinion. And with this, you get the theme of, okay, so these two go together, they have skins together, but these skins in particular also kind of celebrate them, because they're both still rabble-rousing, bar fighting, especially with these skins, good friends. And it helps solidify that. And just like that, here's Gragas and Jax, buy them as a team, they go together as a team, and hey, here's a skin that helps solidify that. Both in lore, in canon, and whatever. It just goes together. So just like that, you have drinking buddies and you have biker buddies. Both putting the beat down on you, and honestly, that would make me want to get the skins. Because it's an event, it's like, okay, it's not just here's Gragas and Jax, and here's a skin for each one, here's Scuba Gragas and Temple Jax. No, this is Buddy Pack. This is the Buddy Bar Battling Bruisers, whatever you want to call them. You get Jax, you get Gragas. You get Vandal Jax, you get Vandal Gragas. And just like that, it becomes, oh yeah, I remember the Buddy Pack, the Buddy Bundle, the whatever. And honestly, that's another thing that's like, okay, it's not just we're putting skins into the game to make money, it's, a vibe and a feel. Rather, kind of like what I said last week, it's, these skins have a feel to them, they change the way your character feels. You go from, wandering temple person in Jax to, hey, I'm a biker. You want to get in my way, you're going to find out what happens. Same with Gragas, you get a guy who looks like he gets into bar fights to a guy who looks like he gets into bar fights, only a biker. Okay, maybe it doesn't work as well with Gragas, but it does with Jax, and again, it highlights the power skins are going to have. But next topic I want to touch on kind of proves something else. Now, this team is going to be a little bit weird, yes, but I'm calling on Malphite right here and Aatrox right here. Why these two? Well, on the loosest and thinnest of lines, they're both giant. Yeah, Malphite's a literal mountain that's alive. Aatrox can be, the size of a mountain when he fights. And because of that, you have your Titanic, Titan, fighters, whatever. And of course, they also do have a connection in that they both fight the Void. Granted, almost everybody fights the Void, but, again, thin line is going to be a thin line. But again, this highlights like, okay, you don't have to have actual war teams. You don't have to get Lucian plus Senna. You don't have to get Garen plus Lux. You can have these very thin, connections. But where they are connected is in the skins. And by that, I mean we have Mecha Malphite right here, and Mecha Aatrox right here. Once again, both giant titans. And so you can sell it as, pick your Titanic fighter, Jax, or not Jax, Malphite or Aatrox, and then they can get the Titans get a technological update and become Tekka Titans. Right here. And you sell that as, these are the big bad boys of League. Deck skins, come on. It kind of sells itself. But you see, it's not just this. League's known for throwing events, and usually these events are, all one skin line, the Star Guardians event, where everybody gets a Star Guardian skin. They have the Project skin line, which I don't think has an event, but you get the idea. But you see, because it's a fighting game, you have a very unique opportunity for events. And that is Battle of the Titans. Now, what do I mean by this? Again, I don't know how they're going to release characters, but imagine if in the game there's already, Rek'Sai and Cho'Gath. Why? Well, they're both giant and they're both void creatures. Cho'Gath wants to devour the world. Rek'Sai's, a tunneling terror from below. Giant monsters. But they also work as, can you guess where I'm going here? Giant kaiju. That's right, you can release, again, assuming that Rek'Sai and Cho'Gath maybe are already in the game, here comes Aatrox and Malphite. But on top of that, here comes Mecha Aatrox and Mecha Malphite. And just like that, you can set up this event of choose a side, where you can go into a special event hub and pick a team of, let's say, Malphite and Aatrox, or Mecha Malphite, Mecha Aatrox. Support Team Humanity, Team Mech, Team whatever. And on the other hand, you could choose a team of Cho'Gath and Rek'Sai. If I knew a skin off the top of my head, I would put a skin there for this kaiju event, but they're already kind of kaiju enough, And just like that, you can choose support Team Kaiju, Team Mech. Every win, with Team Mech is a point for Team Mech. Every point with Team Kaiju is Team Kaiju, and you can even set it up to where mechs would only be paired against Kaiju teams. And just like that, not only are your skins, working for it, you could just leave it as Aatrox and Malphite, you don't have to have that be required, but it would add to the event, the status of Kaiju battles, mechs and monsters, You could put Gnar in there on the monster side. You could have Mecha Garen in there for the mech side and really build up this kaiju battle, because kaijus are best known for battling. So what better way to represent that than in a fighting game? And just like that, just thinking about that gets me excited for skins rather than, oh, it's been a month, here's this skin for this champion or this skin for this champion. Just like that, it becomes an event. You remember, I remember when Jax and Gragas were released in the Brawler Buddy Bundle. That also came with Biker, so it became Biker Brawler Buddy Bundle. Too many B's, but you get the point. And that's why I'm looking forward to skins in 2XKO. Another reason, because of the event behind them. It's not just going to be, here's a character, here's a skin. It might be like that, but just thinking about the event of, okay, this is what's going on. Get your skin, show your support, show your team, have fun. So with that being said, I hope you enjoyed the video. This has been TheMechanist, logging off. Until next time.